Okay, welcome to your video. Let's start your full mock for JKPSC PCS. Yes. So start with your introduction.
Yes, sir. My name is Zohar Ahmed Bhatt. I am from district Kulgam. I have completed my basic studies from the Kulgam, and after that, I have moved to Chandigarh to complete my B.Tech in mechanical engineering from Chandigarh group of colleges affiliated to Punjab Technical University. I have recently completed my masters in thermal science and energy system engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Jammu. In my masters, I have worked on a project on heat transfer study through miniature microchannels. And why I got a opportunity to present some conference paper on my project, and my hobbies are playing cricket and hanging out with friends.
Okay. अच्छा वुमेन्स आईपीएल स्टार्ट हो गया, डू यू नो?
Yes, sir.
वुमेन आईपीएल
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
कितनी टीमें हैं इस बार?
Sir, I think, sir, 6 teams are there.
6 या 5?
I have no idea of it. I think 6 are there.
Okay. So who is the governor of J&K?
Sir, the governor. Actually, sir, your voice is. Sir, Lieutenant Governor of J&K is Manoj Sinha. Shri Manoj Sinha.
अच्छा अभी इंडिया में G20 की सबमिट्स हो रही है, मीटिंग्स हो रही है G20 की.
Yes, sir.
उसके बारे में आइडिया है? G20 क्या है?
Yes, sir. In G20, it comprises of like nation of 20 nations are like are participating in G20 summit, and in which the India has recently got the chairmanship of the G20, and this year the G20 is going to take place in India, and the basic aim of the G20 is to like work to focus on the trade relations with each other, and to focus largely on the sustainable development, and how to overcome or curb the these environmental measures. So this is a little bit brief which I know about the G20.
But what is that sustainable development?
Sir, sustainable. Sir, like it will like in it they will talk about like how to preserve the like natural resources, and to how to this is I have not like proper idea about.
Okay, no problem. अच्छा डल लेक का एरिया कितना है?
No idea, sir, about it.
अच्छा कौन कौन सी 5 रिवर है जो पंजाब से बिलोंग करती है?
Sir, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj and Bias.
ओके। अच्छा, ये जो पाकिस्तान के साथ ट्रीटी है जिसमें हम लोगों को पानी देना होता है, इसके डैम है, वो किस रिवर के ऊपर वो डैम है?
सर वो इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी सर।
इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी है, कौन सी रिवर पे है वो डैम? इन्हीं में से पांचों में से किसी में है?
नो आइडिया सर।
ठीक है। हम्म। अच्छा, अभी रिसेंट में जो अदानी ग्रुप का एक डाउनफॉल हुआ है, वो किस कंपनी की रिपोर्ट के बेसिस पे ऐसा हुआ?
सर यूएस बेस्ड कंपनी है हिंडनबर्ग, उन्हीं के रिपोर्ट की वजह से वो डाउनफॉल हुआ है अडानी कंपनी का।
अच्छा, रिसेंटली जो क्या बोलते हैं न्यूज में आ रहा है, हमें JNK में कहीं पे लिथियम का रिसोर्स मिला है, वो कहाँ पे है?
सर sorry sir, I have not a proper idea about the location.
ठीक है। आपके कौन कौन से फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट्स हैं?
Private sector, sir, this thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, heat transfer, and IC engine.
आईसी इंजन। अच्छा, हीट को स्टोर किया जा सकता है?
Yes, sir. We are using. Yes, sir. We can store the heat like with different mediums. For example, we can store the heat by like by heating by convert by supplying the heat to water to raise its enthalpy. In that form, we can store the heat, or we can use some chemicals also to storage the heat. So directly we can store the heat, but we can store it through some other medium.
हम्म। वाटर की लेटेंट हीट कितनी होती है?
Sir, it is about 2257 kilojoule per kg.
2200
57.
किलो जूल। ठीक है, चलो। नाउ सर विल टेक फॉर टेक्निकल, विल गिव यू फीडबैक, ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
ओके विशाल सर, ओवर टू यू।
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes, hello, Mr. Jahur Bhatt.
Yes, sir.
So, Jahur, you mentioned thermo, IC, and fluid as your favorite subject. So, let me first start with thermo.
Yes, sir.
Jahur, can you tell us something about second law of thermodynamics?
Yes, sir. Sir, second law of thermodynamics is basically the law of qualitative law of energy. This second law of thermodynamics gives us idea about the grades of the energy. Like as per first, if we have the comparison of first law with the second law, the first law just tells about the conversion of heat into work and work into heat, but it does not tell us about the grade of the energy. But second law of thermodynamics gives the idea about the grade also, that the work is a high grade of energy and heat is a low grade of energy. Second law of thermodynamics also gives us the concept of entropy. It means that the process takes place in the direction in which the entropy of the universe is increasing, and it is also known as law of degradation of energy also. And in second law, we are usually studying other two statements. One is the Kelvin-Planck statement, which deals with the work producing devices, and second is the Clausius statement, which deals with the work absorbing devices.
So all real processes, proceed in the direction of degradation of energy.
Sir, the process takes place in the way in which the entropy of the universe is greater or equal to zero.
No, you mentioned about
By
degradation also, something related to the degradation.
yes, sir, yes, sir. As we know that when the entropy increases in a particular direction, that leads to the degradation of energy
Degradation.
also.
So in all real processes, degradation of energy takes place. Means real process takes place in the direction of degradation of energy. Can we say that?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Now let us consider a kind of pumping process, Jahur. Okay, for example,
Yes,
we are using a centrifugal pump
yes, sir.
for lifting the water, maybe from some ground level to some height.
Yes, sir.
So we are moving the water up. So how
Yes,
that
sir.
can be degradation? What do you mean by that degradation? I feel
Uh,
the level of the water we are increasing. How that can be
sir,
degradation of energy?
sir, this degradation of energy. Sir, all the spontaneous process. I think I am making some miscorrection. I want to make the correction. I think all the spontaneous processes takes place in the direction of the entropy change of the
No, all
universe.
real processes, not spontaneous. Spontaneous are also real processes. All real processes. So you are right initially. Now you are
Yes,
having some confusion.
sir. Can I have a thought for a second?
Yes, yes. Take your time. Let me give you some hint, Jahur. The statement was very correct.
Yes,
All
sir.
real processes takes place in the direction of degradation of energy. Okay, and that the process which I'm giving you, that is also taking place in the direction of degradation. Okay,
Yes, sir.
but you need to convince me actually. You need to convince me how that is degradation.
Sir, can I have a guess on it?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Since in case of pump, to work the pump, we are actually supplying the electrical energy. That is a high quality energy, and by supplying the electrical energy, the pump supplies the water that energy gets stored into the like hydraulic energy. So so I think, sir, this conversion of this energy from electrical to water energy maybe in that because of that there might be the degradation of energy from high quality to low quality.
You are very close actually. The work which we are giving, that is much higher as compared to the work, the energy of the water which we are raising.
Yes, sir.
So work which we are giving in the pump, that is higher, much higher as compared to the raise in energy of the water. Means we are losing some work.
Yes, sir. Yes,
For example, if you will again, bring that water to run some kind of turbine,
yes,
because we
sir.
are storing the water at some height. If you use that water to get some kind of mechanical energy, okay, and then if you will
Yes, sir.
produce some electrical energy through that, the energy which we are going to get, that will be much lower as compared to the energy we are supplying in moving the water from lower level to the higher level. Are you getting, Jahur?
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
is
sir. Got it.
degradation. चलो, तो आपने fluid mechanics somewhere, I hope you studied about Bernoulli's equation. So on
Yes,
what
sir.
assumption we derive that equation, Jahur?
So the first assumption is that the fluid should be invisible. And
Mhm.
the second assumption is fluid should be incompressible, fluid should be steady flow, and there should not be any external energy imparted to the fluid. These are the 4 5 assumptions which you are taking to derive the Bernoulli's equation.
Is there any relationship between the steady flow energy equation and Bernoulli's equation, or they are different?
Sir, actually, sir, this Bernoulli's equation is basically a special case of the steady flow energy equation. Steady flow
Mhm.
energy equation is the total conservation of the energy, but usually we are considering the Bernoulli as the mechanical conservation of energy. So if we if we consider the system as stationary and stationary compressible system, then we can neglect the kinetic and potential energy. So we can get the Bernoulli equation from the steady flow
So
energy
can you
equation.
get that equation out of that, like the Bernoulli's equation out of the steady flow energy equation?
Yes, sir. We can get from steady flow energy equation.
How? Just tell me the basic process.
Sir, if we consider in Bernoulli equation, we are assuming that there should not be any external supply of energy. So in that case, the Q and W we can like neglect Q. And second is if we consider the base same, then add we can
Mhm. Go with all assumptions you mentioned initially, Jahur. The incompressible in viscous flow.
uh, so I'm getting like stuck in this internal energy term.
Okay. So tell me something about cavitation.
Yes, sir. So cavitation is basically a low pressure phenomena when a fluid flows through a pipe, for example, from a converging section, usually from converging section to diverging section, and we know that in from since there is an increase in the velocity in converging section and decrease in the pressure drop at that section. So because of the pressure drop, there is a formation of the bubbles, and when these bubbles move towards the diverging area, and this when when this bubble move towards the diverging area, these bubbles starting bursting, and by striking with the pipe diameter because of the high pressure in the diverging area. So when this starts striking, when this bubble is getting striking on the walls of this pipe, there is a pitting effect on the pipe, and that damages the pipe. This is the pressure. This is the cavitation process. But the main condition for is that the if the pressure falls below the vapor pressure,
You
only
know,
then
what
the
do you understand
cavitation
by
happens.
dynamic similarity?
So dynamic similarity is between the two, between a model and prototype, is that the uh, ratio of the forces should be same at each point in model as well as in prototype.
What is the use of that modeling and prototype?
Sir, for example, instead of if we want to design, if we have to build any dam or any turbine, so we need the testing, will it be as per the expectation, or how it will work. So instead of building a full prototype, we design a model of it so that we can perform the testing on the model, and getting the results, that result will give us idea about the working of this prototype. And it
जो
is
जो
this
irrigation में pumps use करते हैं हम, the pumps which we use in irrigation, they run by utilizing which kind of engine? What kind of engine?
sorry sir, there was some disruption in voice. Can you repeat again?
You know, Jahur, in irrigation we use some pump.
Yes sir.
So how, like, you know, at remote areas, how we get the power to run those pumps?
Sir,
What kind of engines? What kind of engines we use?
sir, in remote areas, we can use, sir, coal based plants there, or
I'm talking about irrigation pumps, Jahur.
sorry, sir.
Have you seen some irrigation pumps?
No, sir.
Jahur, what is Pascal law?
Sir, Pascal law states that the force in a static fluid, the force acting on a point transmitters in equally in all directions.
What are the application of this Pascal law, Jahur?
So the application of Pascal law is found in this hydraulic brakes or in industrial application like where we use a plunger to lift a heavy load.
What is cetane number?
Sir, cetane number is of any fuel is basically uh, the amount of cetane and alpha methyl naphthalene, which will give us the same ignition delay as that of this cetane number.
Jahur, why will select you for this position? JKPSC. How you are suitable for this position?
Sir, usually the work profile of this like assistant engineer in this PW department is basically deals with the various kind of like building structures or road clearance processes and various like or sometimes in designing the heating system of the building. So being as a mechanical engineering, I thought like I can have that technical knowledge to implement technical knowledge in these areas to like to
Mhm.
so that I can apply my technical knowledge to for the enhancement of these processes.
तो जहूर आप पे weakness क्या है?
Yes, sir.
What are the weaknesses in you?
Sir, my weakness is like I am a workaholic person. Sometimes I stand for a long time to complete my work. And second weakness process is I trust easily on the people.
चलो ठीक है जहूर. I think now we can provide you the feedback.
Yes, sir.
So Jahur, let me before going to provide you the feedback, let me first ask you. So how was your performance? What do you feel?
Sir, I think today the performance was not too good as I was expected because I feel some like nervousness
Yes,
today.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yes. That only you have to improve, Jahur. There is
Yes,
a
sir.
good potential in you. I interacted with you many times,
Yes, sir.
and most of the interactions were, very confidently you tackled all the questions. I don't know like why you have shown such kind of nervousness today. Technical
Sir,
understanding is fine. आज आप बहुत ज्यादा nervous थे जरूर, and that
yes, sir.
you
Yes, sir.
admitted also. That is a very good thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually got same. Actually, sir, from today early in the from the morning, I feel little bit pressure
देखो
inside
ये
my mind.
प्रेशर नहीं करना है जरूर. देखो you prepared, you cracked some examination,
Yes, sir.
now you are preparing for the interview, so
Yes, sir.
you know to only give your best जरूर.
Yes, sir.
एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं होना चाहिए, किसी भी चीज से एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं होना चाहिए. देखो प्रेशर कब आएगा जब आप मानना ये एक्सपेक्ट करोगे कि हाँ मैं दे रहा हूँ, मेरे को जॉब होना चाहिए. You have to only think of giving your best जरूर. That
Yes,
is
sir.
only in our hand. Job is not in our hand.
Yes, sir.
जॉब तो मिल ही जाएगा इफ यू गिव योर बेस्ट ना. अगर आपने अपना बेस्ट दे दिया, डेफिनेटली यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द जॉब.
Yes, sir. Yes,
जस्ट
sir.
डोंट वरी, डोंट थिंक ऑफ द जॉब जरूर. आपको सिर्फ सोचना क्या है कि मैंने जो आज तक पढ़ा है ना, आई गोट सम अपॉर्चुनिटी कि वट एवर आई लर्न
Yes, sir.
till date, that I will be able to convey to someone who is interested to know my potential, who is interested to my strengths. So there
Yes,
is
sir.
someone who is interested in you. Okay, the interviewer
Yes,
is
sir.
interested in you to know the strengths, and to effectively communicate. These are my strengths, sir. These are my technical understanding. That only you need to
Yes.
communicate. तो इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है जहूर. इस टाइम पे ओनली माई सजेशन टू यू, डोंट टेक एनी बर्डन. ठीक है,
Yes, sir.
कोई प्रेशर
Yes.
मत लो. बिल्कुल बोल्ड होकर इंटरव्यू में जाओ। जरूर यूर
Yes, sir.
अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज गुड, टेक्निकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपका अच्छा है, डिलीवरी स्टाइल अच्छा है, मैच्योर भी हो आप, सिंसियर भी हो, ठीक है। ऐसा लगता
Yes,
है
sir.
कि yes, अगर आपको एम्प्लॉयर कोई जॉब देगा यू विल डू दैट वर्क सिंसियरली, बट नर्वस हो जाओगे तो देन यू विल फेस डिफिकल्टी बिकॉज यू विल नॉट बी इन ए पोजीशन टू रिकॉल द थिंग्स। जब हम नर्वस होते हैं ना हम भूल जाते हैं चीजों को, ठीक है।
Yes, sir.
स्लाइट नर्वसनेस इज फाइन, थोड़ा बहुत नर्वसनेस होना ठीक है, होना भी चाहिए, होते भी हैं बच्चे, ठीक है, ज्यादा नहीं होना है, ठीक है जरूर।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. I will improve
गुड
it.
लक एंड बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर योर फाइनल इंटरव्यू।
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
ओवर टू यू सर।
यस जहूर,
Yes, sir.
आपकी हॉबीज में है तो वुमेन्स की आईपीएल के बारे में भी एक बार देख लेना। 5 टीम्स हैं, ठीक है ना भाई?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
इसको एक बार चेकआउट कर लेना, ठीक है।
Yes,
और
sir.
जेएनके की फेमस चीजें डल लेक हो गया, ठीक है ना, गुलमर्ग हो गया, सोनमर्ग हो गया, तो यहाँ की फेमस चीजों के बारे में पता होना चाहिए। डल लेक का एरिया कितना है ये आइडिया होना चाहिए, ठीक है आपको।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
और इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी है तो इंडस रिवर पे ही बनी है बेसिकली। ये सारी पांचों रिवर जो हैं इंडस की ट्रिब्यूटरीज है, चेनाब
Yes.
ये सब जो है आगे जाके इंडस में ही मिलती है। तो इन्हीं से रिलेटेड की वाटर की ट्रीटी है कि 70% या 80% वाटर पंजाब में उधर जाएगा इधर से, तो उसको थोड़ा सा आइडिया होना चाहिए, ठीक है।
Yes. Yes, sir. For sure, sir.
हाँ ओके। एंड क्या था, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट, ठीक है ना। सस्टेनेबिलिटी का मतलब ही यही है कि whatever development we are doing it has to be sustainable, ठीक है ना, नेचर फ्रेंडली होना चाहिए।
Yes, sir.
अगर कुछ नहीं आता सिंपल बोलो डेवलपमेंट हैज टू बी नेचर फ्रेंडली, ठीक है ना। नेचर फ्रेंडली मीन्स कि नेचर को डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं कर रहा, नेचर अपने आप में एक सस्टेनेबल एक्टिविटी है, ठीक है। अगर
Yes,
वो
sir.
नेचर फ्रेंडली है तो डेवलपमेंट भी ठीक है ना, एक बार देख लेना उसको, ठीक है।
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
और वो जो क्या बोलते हैं लेटेंट हीट, ठीक है ना। अगर कोई पूछता वाटर की लेटेंट हीट, तो लेटेंट हीट तो 2 टर्म्स में डिफाइन होती है। एक होती है जब वो आइस से पानी बनता है, ठीक है ना, और
Yes,
जब
sir.
दूसरी होती है कि वो पानी से भाप बनता है,
Babanda. Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना। तो आपको पूछना चाहिए था कि सर कि किसकी बात कर रहे हैं आप, ठीक है ना।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो ऐसा थोड़ा सा वो हो जाता है, कुछ बेसिक्स क्वेश्चंस, ठीक है ना।
Yes,
और जो
sir.
सर ने बोला है कॉन्फिडेंस के ऊपर थोड़ा सा वो करो, घबराना नहीं भाई। ये इसमें कोई ऐसा यूपीएससी में भी कोई वो थोड़ी आके बैठेंगे, वो सब हमारे तुम्हारे जैसे ही हैं लोग, ठीक है।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अपने आप में
Today.
मतलब वो होगा कुछ नहीं, ठीक है। चलो
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके जहूर, गुड लक, ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you. Thank you, sir.